Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Cast a Pod podcast. Today I'm joined by two friends. My name is Copter.
And my name is Sean.
And my name is Friend.
So today we'll be casting the pod.
Alright, what do we do next?
All right. Friend, we're about to graduate in a month, bro. How you feel?
Yo, it's kind of crazy, bro. Like 6 years ago, like I thought this gonna be forever until I get to grade 12 and graduate. But now it comes so fast, bro. It hits you like imagine you're a squirrel running across the highway, just comes in like a car, bro.
Yeah. How about you, Sean? How you feel?
I feel friend, bro. I feel like that squirrel crossing the highway. Like a month ago, I didn't really care, but as I'm nearing the graduation day, it's becoming clearer and clearer that like I'm kind of gonna miss it.
As for me, I feel like I'm the car. I feel like I'm going by too fast. I hit the squirrel too hard. So, you know.
What does that even mean?
Are you saying something about us?
Let's get closer, guys.
Alright, guys, what's your plan after graduation, bro? What you doing the week after?
The week after.
Yeah.
First thing I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna wake up and then I'm going to take a shower. And then I'm going to damn, I don't know. Sean, what are you doing? Mm.
Listen up. The first thing I'm gonna do after graduating is graduate.
But didn't you already graduate, bro? So like,
Not like the day after.
Oh, alright.
he's gonna go to church the day after is
But yeah, I'm gonna go to church.
yeah.
Like Friday and Saturday, I'm gonna go to church. And then after that, the week, right? The week after, I don't know, man. You answer.
How about you, friend?
Yo, guys, after graduation, everything's gonna change, bro.
For real?
Today, I'm gonna make a resolution, bro. Like a New Year resolution, you know what I
Okay.
mean? My first goal is to fix my sleep schedule, bro.
Cap, Cap, I
I'm
call Cap.
I'm asleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at
He
6
said
a.m.
that 2 years ago, bro. It's been the same since.
Nah, like I still get the same amount of sleep, right? I just have to shift it a little bit so that I sleep earlier and wake up earlier.
So that's the first thing you're gonna do after graduating?
That's what I'm gonna start with.
I see.
Why don't we all make a new life resolution right now? John, you have any goals in mind?
You go first, bro.
Um, I think I'm gonna
Shit, I really gotta blow my nose.
into the mic, bro, so they know what's going on. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to not waste time, right? Because after graduation, I have 1 month, and then I'm right back to studying, bro. So I need to take my 1 month to. I have to use that 1 month to its max potential.
But like, what you doing though?
Over me.
I'm gonna read books.
Mm.
I'm gonna read books.
I actually had the same New Year's resolution. I'm gonna read books because I need to read books. And what else? Gotta practice instruments too, like regularly, because I don't do that. I gotta do that. What else? It's not really a resolution, but I'm really gonna enjoy the break because like my school year starts in September, so that's a long break. I'm gonna just enjoy it while being productive. Yep.
Speaking of college, friend, when does your college start?
start? Um,
About
the universities in Thailand, I think they started in July, right?
yeah, the first week of July.
Yeah. My admission is like in what, 2 weeks?
Okay.
Application. So we gotta wait and see.
Are you nervous at all?
Like, I don't know. It's not that near. There's no sense of urgency right now, but I'm sure I'll feel it, bro.
Okay. So Sean, how do you feel about going abroad and studying there?
Um, I'm low-key kind of nervous.
Mm.
Not really about going abroad, but like being independent in a completely different setting. Uh, yeah, man.
Mm. It's scary.
I'm gonna enjoy it, but I'm also kind of, nervous. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a ride, bro.
Think so too. By the way, guys, I have one thought that I came up with while I was trying to sleep last night. Do you think it's possible for a person to have no sense of sight, no sense of taste, no sense of smell, no sense of hearing, no sense of touch? Do you think it's possible? And how would you even perceive the world if that's the case? Doctor?
You know, I've thought about this before. Like
Okay.
when you describe it like that, I just think of like a brain in a jar. It does not have any sensory organs.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And like
So is it living?
I think it is living, but I don't think it can think. I don't think it's conscious. You know what I mean?
So it's not living.
Yes, because if you think about it, like 95 of what you think comes from what you perceive, right?
Do you make that up?
If you cannot if you cannot perceive anything, how can you think? You know what
Oh.
I mean? So I think a brain in a jar, it does not have consciousness.
See, bro.
It has no stimuli.
Hmm.
Therefore, it cannot have a reaction. What do you guys think?
I think he'll just be like a zombie.
All right. I'm gonna switch the topic real quick.
Okay.
So, like, back to graduation.
Okay.
We're getting out of here. I was talking to my friend at lunch. His name is Fedo, and he's planning to take, like, after this year, take a gap year, and then take GED and go to college the next year. But I kept on telling him, take grade 10, then take GED, and then go to college. What do you guys think is the best choice? He argues that he's gonna be wasting money and time if he studies in grade 10. But I told him that he'd just be wasting time if he just took a gap year doing nothing. He thinks he needs like a month, I mean, a whole year to study for GED. What do you guys think?
What's he going to? Yeah, what's he going to?
He
That's
said
very
something
important.
simple like business management or something or accounting. I don't know.
I think, does he know which university he's going into?
Somewhere in Malaysia. I'm not sure,
They
bro.
only need GED.
I have no idea.
Okay. So what I think is uh from what I've heard, GED is a relatively easy test. I have not heard of anyone who failed GED before, so I don't think you should take one whole year off just to study for the GED. But maybe for the SAT and stuff, it's more reasonable, but not for GED. What do you think, friend?
You know, when I hear stuff like this, I was I was thinking that like people have this notion that the stuff you learn in school is kind of useless. Like let's say calculus, you're never really gonna integrate a parabola ever in your life again, I think. But I've heard somewhere that like learning these kinds of stuff like it sharpens your brain, you know what I mean? It makes your brain think in a way that is it increases your problem solving skills.
It's not just about academics, right?
Yeah, you can use this like problem solving skills in real life apart from like what you learn. So like these subjects are not the tools you're going to use in the real world, but they sharpen the tools you are going to use. So I think studying in high school is still pretty important, whether you think it's useless or not. I think he should stay studying here.
No,
I
but
mean,
he would take
that's
GED.
important, but I argue that a whole gap year would be useless. What do you think about that? What do you think about gap years?
Gap year. Um, I think
I feel like you would regret it,
I don't think you should take gap years to study for exams.
right?
I don't think you should take gap years ever. You're just wasting 1 year of your whole life.
That's what I think, man.
You can study for your exams while studying at school as well. It, I think let's say I think 99.7% of the population who are in colleges and have taken tests, they studied while they were in school, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think gap years are necessary. What do you think, friend?
You know, if you think about it, 1 year of your life is pretty, it's almost insignificant, I would say.
Really?
I don't agree.
Let's say you live 80 years. That is very generous.
Mm.
That is only 1/80th of your life.
I have something to say.
As long as you do like the stuff you love or like something productive, I think it's fine to take a gap year. But the problem is, can you control yourself to do that?
As long as it's productive and you like it, of course it's worth it. But I don't think you need a whole year to study for GED. You know what I mean? I agree with you, but I think 1 year is important. Every day is important. I think so, bro. I was gonna say something else. Right. He was saying that um taking a gap year would help him like rest and take a break and focus on becoming a better person and stuff. Do you need do you think he would become a better person taking a break or like studying in school? I think that like experiences in school would like shape him to become more mature rather than just wasting away time at home preparing. Like I often face this same like situation he goes through. Like before starting something, I want to be prepared. You know what I mean? But then I'm actually just wasting time. The best thing to do is just start. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I think. So that's Fedo's situation.
We wish for the best for Fedo.
Yeah. Good luck,
Good
Fedo.
luck, Fedo. Good luck, Fedo.
Good luck, bro.
Don't take gap years. Either study or just go GED right away. Because, in my opinion, 1 year of your life might seem insignificant for your whole life. But like as of right now, we are what 16. Fedo's, I'm guessing he's like 15, 16, and one year of his life is gonna be like 17. Okay, he's 17. 1 year of his life is a lot.
Is he in grade 9 or not?
Like Malaysia, and he like transferred like yo yo.
Yo, speak of the devil,
Speak
bro.
of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Ah, he did. Anyways, Fedo was here.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Fedo. You just popped up there and we're talking about you.
Um, so guys, what do you have any like memories you want to cherish of your years here? We've been together for like a decade now, at least. So like share some experiences you had.
What's the first experience that comes to mind for you? I honestly, I'm thinking really hard right now.
Um, let's talk about that chemistry time. The night before chemistry exam.
New Year's resolution.
This time, man. This time.
All right, guys. So that one time, there was we had chemistry exam on the next day. We kind of did not study those topics during class time, and so we were unprepared for the chemistry exam. And basically, we just said, Screw it, we are not going to study." And so what we did that night was we talked for the first time.
Mine, actually,
I think so.
tough.
Three of us in that group.
That was a deep conversation.
That was a deep conversation. And friend here, 2 years ago, he said he's gonna wake up at 6 a.m. He's gonna go to sleep at 10 p.m. How did that go, friend?
I think that night, like, I didn't do it because it was pretty late, right?
Okay, okay.
The day after I tried and I think I did it. But after that, like, I, I realized I was not built for this. But now I realize I'm built for this. So I'm gonna do it starting after graduation.
Why don't you stop?
Why don't you start now? No comment.
Listen and we don't judge.
That's right. Guys, you have anything you want to share?
I have a question. Like, I was thinking like school is pretty tiring, right? But do you think which is more tiring, like life as a student or life as an adult?
Life of as an adult, obviously. Like they actually have to stress, bro. You know what we stress about? Meeting assignments. That's like, and if we don't meet assignments, what do? They just deduct our points. It's not that deep. But like adults, they have to, let's say the profession of a doctor. I think they have a lot of patients under their belt, and you don't want to misdiagnose anyone, right? That could be bad consequences. So I can't speak for myself, of course. I'm not an adult yet, so well, technically yes, I'm a 2 years old adult because I'm 19. Or would that make me 1 year old?
Think that you're gonna go.
Um,
I yeah, I think what you said.
can you speak a bit louder?
I think what you said is true. You got anything to say, man? The camera's over there.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our podcast where we'll be talking about buttholes.
Do you know we were talking about you earlier? Me? Yeah. We are talking about his situation.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey guys, I'm the struggling guy that they were talking about. So leave down if you guys recommend me. Leave down if you guys recommend me to drop out of high school and take GED or continue grade 10.
Comment below.
Alright, we got a lot of guests here.
Everyone can cast the pods with us. No worries.
I think it's time for Wavelength, guys.
All right. So, and
Y'all want to join on Wavelength? I'm the guesser.
all right.
So all of y'all get a number.
Combo.
Alright,
Yeah.
Fedo, you want to play Wavelength?
Take a seat, guys.
Alright, you guys choose the number.
What do we?
We're gonna play Wavelength. You know Wavelength?
Good in short.
Wavelength. So we will all have one number, right? And then he'll ask us questions. Let's say he says, "Name a food," and then the number is like zero. We'll say like rocks or something, because that number is, and then he'll just ask questions. We'll try to.
Wait, I asked the question.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I asked each of you questions, and you give me answers that like relate to the number you guys got to help me guess it. Okay, and then after I get all your answers, I give a final one. So you gotta choose the number.
I turn around, Sean.
Turn around.
Number's 3.
All right, Sean, come sit down.
Alright, I'm gonna start with copter. A color. 0 being the worst and 10 being the best. Like amazing color. This kind of tricky, but like I'll try. 0 is the worst.
Let's say neon yellow.
I'm gonna say 1. Alright, friend. Out of every high school teacher we've had, 10 being the worst teacher and 0 being the best teacher.
No offense to anyone. 10 is the worst teacher. Yo, this is hard, bro.
It's actually hard.
I think you could think of at least one, right?
It's a little subjective, but I would say teacher Ranjan.
Subjective?
Like people are going to prefer different teachers, but this is what I think.
I don't know if you like Tirundan or what. I'm gonna go with a 4. Oh, sorry. It's me. Sorry, it's me. Um, a I'll just a football player. 0. Okay, sorry. No. Yeah, a football player. 0 being sorry.
Nice.
0 being the worst and 10 being the best. I gotta know.
Wow. So zero being the worst and 10 being the best. That's tricky. I know a lot of players. Let me see. Oh, guys, if you're falling asleep, please wake up. It's let me see. Oof. Can you narrow it down to strikers? Okay. Lukaku.
Lukaku?
Romelu Lukaku, the Belgian player. Yeah.
Isn't he like one of the top scorers right now? Like up there.
That.
Bro, I'm going from 1 to 4 to 7.
What do you think?
Ask him.
Ah,
Last question.
okay. A hobby. 10 being the worst and 0 being the best. It can be anything, like community service is a hobby, playing basketball is a hobby, listening to music, anything.
Hmm. 10 being the worst. Hmm. It's my opinion, because like other people, right? So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say sleeping, because to me, I feel like, yeah, just sleeping.
Alright, my final answer,
How do you rate sleeping?
I rate sleeping like
No, don't tell us. Just give us your final answer.
my final answer is 4.
Ooh. Good guess. That wasn't it though.
What was it?
It was 3.
Let's come. Yeah, you lost by one number.
Give me. I want to try. You guys pick a number.
8,
Alright,
Okay. Let me start with friend. Friend, can you name me a McDonald's order. 10 being the best order, 0 being horrible, the worst.
I don't really eat McDonald's, but here's what I would choose as the number that I have. Number one, a can of Sprite
Hmm?
and a spicy McChicken or whatever it's called, along with medium fries.
So like that's the meal.
Yeah.
Said. And that's the rating.
It's a set combo.
Yeah.
It's a Sprite.
Sprite, spicy McChicken, and medium fries.
I think that's solid, but like I don't think you go to McDonald's to eat their fried chicken. So um it's like
Not spicy.
oh a burger? Is a burger? Is a burger. Okay. Maybe like a right now my guess is a 6. Uh Sean, Attack on Titan characters. 10 being best written, 0 being worst written.
I can't be talking about worst written characters in Attack on Titan, man. Alright. 10 being best.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go for Hanji.
Anji. I think Hanji is uh a pretty good written character. Her arc is pretty good, you know. My number my guess right now is 7. Okay. Fedo, name a color to go on a football jersey. 10 being that's perfect on a football jersey and 0 being that shouldn't be there. You can give me a combo.
I'll give you the top color, but okay, guys, colors really differentiate a jersey. Like it can either like ruin the season or make the season even better. So now the color is red.
Red?
Red.
Just red. Are you
Red.
All right, so I think red is a pretty good color for jerseys. So I'm gonna up my guess from 7 to an 8. Okay, Chris, name us an Olympic sports that you know of. 10 being good sport, 0 being it shouldn't exist.
So like the Olympics started in 1990. Yeah, shut up. Okay, anyways, uh this is this is based on my thinking since I have different opinions than others. But I would go with 10 being best, right? As in just the sport, right? Not like watching it or just the sport. I think I'd go with volleyball.
Okay, so Chris said volleyball. My final answer is 8. Does anyone want to do one more? One more round, or you want to wrap it up?
the new guys gotta do one.
All right.
All right, guys, you ain't ready for this one.
2,
All right. Coming. We're ready.
All right. I'm gonna ask Sean this. I'm gonna ask Sean this. So, name me basketball player. 0 being the worst and 10 being the all-time great.
Are you sure you want to talk about basketball? I don't think you know anything about basketball. Are you sure? 10 being the best. JaVale McGee.
I have no idea.
JaVale McGee. Boys, currently I'm a Jabbar fan, so yo, Golden State Warriors up there. So I'm gonna give my verdict. McGee, I'd say I'd say a 6. Copter. Name me this a school subject. 0 being the best and 10 being the worst. Yeah, I switched that.
Um, you mean subject as like how good of a subject it is, or based on how the teachers teach it?
In your experience, the subject, subject you do, not based on how teachers teaching you. How good is the subject?
Okay, let me go with English.
Mm.
Spanish? No.
English. See, everybody loves English, so I'm gonna just say it's high up there. I know RGM teaches these guys English, so we're chilling. Yep. So he said, okay, I'm gonna say a solid 4 on this. Now, Chris, name me a Naruto character. 10 being the best written, the best written, and 0 being like, why is this guy even in the show? All right.
Mm, I haven't finished Naruto, so I'm gonna just say characters that I know. I'd go with like just of how important or unimportant they are, right, in the show. I'm gonna go with 10-10.
Oh, oh, 10. Whoa, she makes weapons. You guys don't know that, and she like stores her weapons in the scrolls. And during the Great Ninja War, I haven't watched that yet. 10, huh? Bro, I never thought about 10 being a good character, so I'm gonna say it's a 5. I'm gonna say it's a 5.
Wait, 0 was the worst in this situation?
Yeah, 0 is the worst in situation. Yeah, it's neutral. All right, friend, please give me a name of a friend in your class. 10 being, yo, this is my G right here, and then 0 being, man, get out of here, bro. Like, who you?
Yo, I don't want to answer this, bro.
He's gonna catch some hands after this.
Can you change it, bro?
Cool.
Alisa. Y'all didn't hear that. He said, no, I'm joking. But like, okay, this person, let me just put in friend's point of view. Freak this. So let me say, uh, let me see first. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say a 7. So now it all brings down to my final answer. While I was giving the questions, I see these guys' face. I'm like analyzing. So I'm like, yo, why is that guy smiling? Why is that guy like chuckling? And why is his face movement is like weird? So I'm gonna say as my final answer, it's a 5. No, real? Ah! Let's go.
Let's go. Yo! Yo!
Good job, bro.
Bro!
So good at it, bro.
Bro, it was 2.
Boy, just shoot in front of the camera.
I freak all of you.
Okay.
Yo, freak all of them, bro. I'm never returning to the show.
Alright, thank you everyone for watching the first episode of Cast the Pod.
Till we meet again. Till we meet again.
See ya. Well, this guy thought he was on to it, man.